Head guards, of course, in operation at youth level. That's BUDIMIR-BEKAN in the red, representing Germany across the ring. In the blue, boxing for Hungary, Szabina SZABO. Referee just checking the gloves of both fighters. SZABO, as mentioned, the senior national champion in Hungary, has won that at an early age, so that's a significant achievement. It's very different boxing as a senior compared to a junior or a youth. The physical strength of your opponents is just that much marked. So the opening fight of these 2021 World Championships in Ring B. These two called to the centre of the ring. BUDIMIR-BEKAN
out.
And Szabina SZABO.
Round one.
Here we go. SZABO just into the southpaw stance there, switching stances already from orthodox to southpaw and back again. SZABO in the blue of Hungary, remember, BUDIMIR-BEKAN of Germany in the red. Great to be back at ringside so close to the action. It really is an absolute joy. Neither one of these two has landed anything significant in the opening stages. 3 3-minute rounds here, remember. Just a little bit square there, SZABO. She came in forward, caught a right hand, and then another one there from BUDIMIR-BEKAN, who threw the right hand and then pulled back nicely there. These two, it's probably BUDIMIR-BEKAN who was just settled a little bit quicker, although she did get caught herself there. She just fell in a little bit behind that right hand. Quite an upright style, that southpaw stance that she slipped into again here, SZABO. She stands up quite straight, quite tall. Can get caught with her weight on her heels. Again, as she comes in there, she doesn't really move the head and gets caught by a stiff jab from BUDIMIR-BEKAN, who makes exactly the same mistake herself as she just looked to try and close that gap, walk straight onto a lead hand. That's a neat combination there from SZABO as we head towards the midway point of the opening round. And it's an interesting fight to watch this because they're both making similar errors. SZABO there, her feet crossing a little bit as she came forward. When they look to attack, the pair of them, they're both quite open. So judging this one, this opening round, certainly so far not an easy job. This in the bantamweight division, the 54kg weight limit. Just looking to try and feint with the front foot there, BUDIMIR-BEKAN, then had the right hand poised and ready to go, but didn't really commit to it. Looking for a right hand, BUDIMIR-BEKAN. Didn't land completely clean, but then the left hand did. And just walking in there, SZABO, quite square there. It was difficult to tell which stance she was favouring on that occasion. It's BUDIMIR-BEKAN who's been the more aggressive of the two, probably, but it's all about what lands. What scoring punches do you land? Pulling back for the right hand there, BUDIMIR-BEKAN, but she was out of range. The left hand, the jab just landed on the forehead there of BUDIMIR-BEKAN, of SZABO rather, from BUDIMIR-BEKAN. An example there of SZABO just walking in. As I said, those feet crossing, standing tall. And she did catch a one-stare German fighter into the final few seconds of round one. We will have live scoring, so we'll get the scores at the end of the round, ends of round one and into round two, and then we'll wait for the final overall score at the end of the bout. So there goes the gong for the end of the opening round. Szabina SZABO of Hungary on the left-hand side of your screen there in the blue, and BUDIMIR-BEKAN of Germany, who's elected to stay on her feet between rounds. She's in the red. I would probably go BUDIMIR-BEKAN in that opening round myself. 5 scoring judges at ringside. Great credit to the Polish Boxing Association and all the authorities here for getting this competition on. It's very testing circumstances, of course. Grzegorz Nowacek, the PBA.
Seconds out, please.
Organisation deserve a lot of credit, as to AIBA for getting this whole thing up and ready to go.
Round 2.
There's that decent-looking right hand there from BUDIMIR-BEKAN. I would say that she probably just about had the better of that opening round. Into round 2. Commits to the right hand there, BUDIMIR-BEKAN, and I think if she went for 2 phases of attack here, the German, then she could have some real profit from that. Another good right hand, and she's just looking to step on SZABO's in the blue a little bit more here, because she tends to go back, forward and back in straight lines. So if BUDIMIR-BEKAN can step in, force her back and then step in again, she knows exactly where she's going to be, really. Jabs to the body there from BUDIMIR-BEKAN, then looks for the right hand upstairs. SZABO not offering too much in this opening minute of round 2 so far. There's that right hand. And SZABO is getting caught with regularity here, looking to try and pull the trigger on her own right, but it's quite clumsy the way she comes forward at times. As I said, the feet cross, the weight is very much on that front foot. And there's no real lateral movement. BUDIMIR-BEKAN is slightly better at stepping off to the side, pivoting around that front foot as she did there. But she does leave herself open at times midway through round 2. 20 fighters registered in the bantamweight division in the women's section, and the winner of this one will go through to face Krystyna Lakichuk of Ukraine, who got a bye to the second round. Just trying to feint there and draw something from SZABO, and SZABO does come forward. BUDIMIR-BEKAN did land that right hand, goes downstairs with the right that time. Again gets caught on the way in there, SZABO. Short left hand, nothing on it, but it did hit the target area. And I think the head guard has slipped down a little bit there. That's why SZABO was taking the knee and attracted the attention of the referee. They just need to pull that up. It's slipping down over her left eye. .29 seconds remaining in round 2. It's the opening contest in Ring B. Oh, SZABO having a bit of success there, but the right hand came back from BUDIMIR-BEKAN. But in that exchange, I think she did come off best. She's looking a bit more aggressive in the closing seconds here. And this looks slightly better forward, actually. Maybe they told her in the corner that she really needed to get something done in the closing portion of that round. So 2 rounds down. I've got Zoltan Szabina SZABO up against it here. Zoltan SZABO is a very different person. Fighter I've seen quite a lot of down the years in pro boxing. And that's a good combination there from SZABO towards the end of the round. She just made BUDIMIR-BEKAN fall short with the right hand, then stepped in and got a couple of good shots away herself. Stayed in range. That was a neat bit of work. It's not been an enormous amount in these opening 2 rounds so far.
Seconds out, please. Third round.
So third and final round. Anna BUDIMIR-BEKAN of Germany in the red. Szabina SZABO of Hungary in the blue. And SZABO had a good finish to round 2. And she's having a decent start to round 3 here as well. BUDIMIR-BEKAN a little bit clumsy as she came forward there. I think both of these fighters have been sent out by their corners and being told correctly that they need to win this final round, that those first two were a bit too tight to be overconfident here. That's what this is shaping up like, and BUDIMIR-BEKAN just wandering in there, just trying to walk in on SZABO, who caught her a couple of times at the end of the previous round doing just that. But then SZABO catches a right hand as she switched stance and then looked to try and land the jab. Right hand from BUDIMIR-BEKAN. And the referee gave him a chance just to fight on the inside for a little while there. Either referees will issue the instruction to break pretty quickly when fighters get into that kind of position. Again, these two just kind of swapping punches. Good combination there from SZABO as BUDIMIR-BEKAN just backed up there. I mentioned in the previous round that SZABO tends to go forward and back in straight lines, but the German often does the same thing. Into the second half of the final round, and it's SZABO who's having the better of round three so far. Round two, there was very little in that. Jab there from BUDIMIR-BEKAN, followed by the right hand. There were a couple of decent scoring shots. Right hook, I think, just about landed on the target area. You've got to connect with the head or the torso area with the knuckle part of the glove. That is what constitutes scoring under AIBA rules. It's the same in all of boxing, really, but they pay particular attention to it in this code. So deep into the final minute, this opening bout in Ring B. Nice short left hand on the inside there from SZABO, who looked to really load up with the right hand there. There's a real spring in a step as we head towards the final stages of the round. Right hand there, though, from BUDIMIR-BEKAN was decent, just off the back foot, ditched it over the top. And both of these two, I think, feel that they need a strong finish here. Jab to the body from BUDIMIR-BEKAN. SZABO, again, open as she came forward, but committed to the attack. Left hand landed just before the bell went there from SZABO, as these two head over to their opponents' corners just to pay their respects, if you like. And at the end of 3 rounds, and this is tight. Look back at some of that action from the final round, and that's a good right hand there. She just really turned over nicely on that. SZABO, he's just a bit tentative in the opening round, maybe. I thought the German won that. The second was tight. Third round, I think, was probably SZABO's. It's not an easy one, this.
In the Ring B, we have the split decision. Win, the red corner, Anna Iula, BUDIMIR-BEKAN.
Well, BUDIMIR-BEKAN gets it. It's a split decision. And as we look at it there, it's 4-1. The Latvian judge going 3 rounds still. Everybody else had it 2 rounds to 1. And that's exactly what you would expect, to be honest. It was one of those ones that I thought BUDIMIR-BEKAN, I probably would have gone her way. I thought she won the first round, maybe just about won the second. And then the third round,